rainy morning from Maine. Ooh, it is rainy out here. This is the first proper rain day that I've had on this entire trip, and there's no... Oh, there's a trash can over there. I'm gonna throw out my trash quickly, and then I will show you the little rest area. It's very cute. So even though there's trucks, the RV left, the other trucks left, the road noise drowns out the reverb of the idling of the engine that the trucks do. And that reverb is what I cannot, no matter what, cannot sleep during. But I can sleep with road noise. There's Prue getting a quick wash. I do have to do a deep clean on this thing. Oh my God, there's so much stuff in the trunk, in the garage, or the garage, as we say in England, in the garage that is just like I just don't use. And I'm either going to sell or just pack away in my back in my house. If I can figure out a way to get it back on Spirit. Now, there's a lot of stuff that I just really just don't need. Even when I'm like fully off grid, I don't go in there and get my portable shower. I don't need both of my life jackets, things like that. My paddleboard is still on the roof after 2 years. I still haven't used it. Anyway, but this is cute. You got a little picnic area. Very cute style building. Very New England. So with all that kind of Sears siding, I don't know, shiplap, whatever it's called. So I'm going to throw my trash away quickly and then get on the road. I would like to have made a cup of tea, which I haven't like actually boiled water in over 2 weeks. So, okay, so let me get my trash bag and provisions. Okay, all right, let's throw this away. It feels really nice actually. Yeah, even though it's raining, it's not like Houston where it stays humid. So today's Acadia National Park. I have 2 hikes in 2 different places, plus the road at 5. But I have a funny feeling I'm gonna be done with the hikes pretty early. So I don't know if I'll be able to get on the road earlier, or maybe get an earlier ticket. I don't know. There's Peru. Starting up, firing up. Okay, yeah, there's a little R-Pod trailer camper. There was a RV. It wasn't very busy, but it was a long drive last night. It was 4 hours, but it was windy little roads, tiny little, like, I don't know, tiny little towns. Yeah, it felt like a long drive last night. But I got here and there wasn't really anywhere I could have like stopped on the way, and I wanted to be as close to Acadia as possible. So I'm only an hour away. Let's get on the road and get to my next national park. Yay! And after this, I only have 5 left in the continental US. Okay, if you don't know, Prudence is named after the song Dear Prudence. It's a Beatles song, and she is a Beatles-themed van, at least on the inside, until I can get a wrap on the outside of a yellow submarine. She will be one gigantic yellow submarine at one point. But tell me you're in Maine without telling me you're in Maine. That is hilarious. And look, he's even barefoot. Paul McCartney's even barefoot. I love it. That is so cool. I've got like the Beatles radar. Everywhere I go, I can find something Beatles. All right, I'm about 6 miles from Acadia National Park. I am 10 miles from Acadia National Park, and it is foggy, overcast, cool. It definitely has this like New England rugged seafaring feel to it, and I kind of like it. And when I lived in Rhode Island for a summer in 1998, 25 years ago, I was an intern at the newspaper, which I will go back to Rhode Island in the next leg of the trip and go visit where I used to work and where I used to live on the campus at the college there and all this stuff. But I used to ride a little bicycle, and every morning you'd hear the foghorns go like, you know, and then it would be all foggy and overcast, and you could hear the boats and hear the seagulls and smell the fish, and it was just like, apart from the fish smell, but it just felt like you were like, yeah, I've just been punched in the face with the ocean. And so I love lighthouses. I don't know, I've always loved lighthouses. I remember when I was on a school trip in England, so I went to school in England until I was 13. So in my primary school, which is elementary school, we used to go on the school trips once a year, and we went to Cornwall, which if you've never been to England or Great Britain, go to Cornwall. It is absolutely beautiful. It's like a whole different world. It is definitely not London. It's definitely not, you know, any other part of the UK. But it's also very famous for like King Arthur, and there's a place called Tintagel. So we went to that castle, and I remember a bunch of us, we must have been 10 years old or something, and which is the same age as my daughter now, and we were going on this drawbridge, this little like footbridge, this suspension bridge, and it was like, you know, like 2 feet wide, and we're basically like over this very just like harsh, you know, rugged coastline, and it was terrifying, but it was really cool to like kind of just go walk around the grounds of the castles and stuff. And I love that. I love anything that's like, you know, the lighthouse is like your, oh, this is, somebody's got a mailbox shaped as a lighthouse. That's cute. It's so cute here. So Maine, by the way, feels like just very quaint, beautiful horror movie sets. Like all their little towns. I didn't really see anything of New Hampshire. It was dark, and then I didn't see much of Maine coming in because I got in at 11 p.m. But now this feels like I'm on the water. But yeah, so I love lighthouses. I love anything that's like that kind of like those little beach bungalows like in Bournemouth in England, down on the southern coast. We used to go every summer. My sister was baptized, so like her godparents owned a hotel down there, and they were Greek Cypriots. Really wonderful couple, and they had their daughter was my sister's best friend, and so we used to go every summer. And I just remember the beach bungalows. You see all the old people with their blankets. It would always be cold and raining in the middle of the summer for some reason, but I just love that. Like, and I lived in northern Japan, right on the ocean, and I love that stuff. So this is definitely my vibe. I'm not a Florida beach person. I don't know how Florida's gonna go when I go down there. I'm trying to get as far into like the winter, so I do want to go back to Angel Fire, New Mexico. So I think I might go through New Mexico and then go through Florida, maybe stop in Texas for a few weeks and then go to Florida after that. Not in a hurry to get to Florida, but I would prefer to go when it is the winter, even though that's the busiest time. But anyway, it doesn't matter, that's a whole different thing. But yeah, so it's really cute up here. This definitely is the right vibe for Acadia National Park. If it was blue skies, sunny, I'd be like, this is not the kind of New England that I'm looking for. All right, I've made it to the visitor center, and it is already busy, kind of. Well, not really. Quite a lot of people here though. No sun today, so thankfully I don't really have anything in the fridge that's gonna go bad. I'm gonna turn around and park right here. This is cute. That is the tiniest visitor center I've ever seen. I don't think there's a shop. Oh, it's just basically a booth. Is there a ranger station? A gift shop? I don't know. All right, I'm at the hike and I'm gonna go, I think I can park here. I'm gonna park up. And this is it. So this is the hike right here. No parking. No parking. There's parking here. Okay. I would rather park at the end though. Okay, I'm at the Cadillac North Ridge Trail. It starts here somewhere. Let's see what's across the street here. By the way, it's just a lay-by, and I got the end one. So Cadillac, oh, okay, so you just climb up this scramble right here. That's fun. 2.2 miles up and down. Oh, that's fun. Okay, awesome. So here's my parking spot, and I'm gonna pull forward. That way I'm able to get out. But even if I have to bang into this pole, these poles are actually just plastic. You can just kick them, karate kick them, you know, get all your aggression out. So yeah, so don't be afraid of these poles. They're supposed to bend. Okay, there's Prue. There's a random runner. So it's like, why are you running? Where are you going? Okay, so I'm glad I got here when I did. Got perfect parking space, and now I'm gonna scramble up here and do the hike. So this should be quick, and then I'm going down to the other end of the park to Beehive and just kind of taking my time. I have until 5 to do the scenic road, so no rush. Just want to get here before it gets too busy. Thankfully it's raining a little on and off, so. Okay, so up the scramble past the random runner. Like, I ran one half marathon. That was about it, but it was in a trail. So I guess, yeah, I mean, interesting runs are good. But people just that like run down the road, like in your neighborhood. I don't understand that. Anyway, okay, each to their own. Bye-bye, Prue. All right, this should be fun. Actually, climbing up rocks and stuff is actually pretty easy for me. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully the whole hike isn't just this. I'm like, I don't even know where I'm going right now. Oh, shit. I fell. Ow. Oh my God. Okay, apart from dying a minute and a half in, that was horrible. What the hell? Okay, very, very slippery. I hurt my hand. It's all good though. This is literally exactly the same as Blood Mountain. I swear, I've walked across the exact same terrain. Okay, up and onward. It's funny, the runner was stopped and he asked me, and he's British. His son was born at Watford General Hospital, and I'm from Watford in England, and so and then I was born in Hendon, and he's like, yeah, I lived in Hendon for a bit, so immediately recognized the London accent. Of course I don't sound British anymore. So I sound British to Americans, but British people don't hear my accent so much. Anyway, so he's running. He wanted to know where this trail goes. I said to the mountain, but actually when I get to Cadillac Mountain, there'll be a parking lot there, so it's probably going to be busy. Probably going to be busy at the other end of this hike, since there's only like 8 parking spaces this end. Super glad that I'm starting this end of the trail, which is actually kind of tricky, but okay, this is great. All right, just moving on. Absolutely beautiful hike. No view though yet. I'm sure there'll be a view at the top. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I told him, I said, when you get to the parking lot, you've gone too far. So for some reason, there's this gigantic winding detour instead of the stairs. I think probably because it's way too slippery. Okay, so yeah, they just kind of took us around. So usually you come up this way, but for some reason, I guess there was a cable for like a banister, like a handrail. Although the detour was kind of fun. All right, so I'm about 1.3 miles in. I've got very, very slippery. I've got about maybe a mile to go, and then turn around, go back. This is great. This is actually perfect. As I keep always saying, it's so beautiful. Oh my God. All right, so I'm at the overlook, and oh my God, this view is this view is like the petrified forest all over again. This is beautiful, amazing, well worth it. Actually, the hike is pretty phenomenal, but I have that 5 p.m. scenic drive, and if it's going to be like this at 5 p.m, I'm just going to head south. So maybe do laundry and get a shower. Anyway, very beautiful, very windy up here. Weather's great. Started raining, so I put my rain jacket on. I'm like all matching today in this, what color is this? Teal? It's not teal. I don't know what color. I'll go on Photoshop. I'll take a picture and I'll go on Photoshop and like find out what the hex number is of this. I'll put it right here. This is the color of my outfit right here. Okay, that's the graphic designer in me. It's like, oh, it's a hashtag 36B81. So what color is that? Nice yellow. Okay, I'm not far from the top. Again, beautiful view. So windy up here. It feels great though. I've only seen like 2 other hikers and one guy with a dog on a leash. Woo! Oh my God, it feels good though. Yeah, this is my kind of weather. Absolutely. All right, almost there, and then there's like a ridge trail that I go back. All right, I retrieved my phone from the puddle it fell in. So thankfully the iPhone 13s are waterproof, and I have a waterproof case. Anyway, so this is another overlook area, if there was a thing to look over at. And there's like accessible handrails and things. I think that's a fence, but you can also hold on to it if it's super slippy. This is fun. This is just like a little stepping stone, like the entire way. It's these little stepping stones over puddles. So tread with care. And then these kind of bouldering things, which are super slippery. And then the fog is rolling in. I actually love everything about this. I really do. Sunny day, blue sky hikes? No. Unless it's like the desert where the colors just like pop out at you and you're like, oh my God, the sky is blue. But this is really, really cool. Very beautiful. Acadia National Park, you are a little dim. It's like now this is in my top 5 because, well, I haven't done everything here yet, but my top 3 are Isle Royale for the overall experience. And the hike was, you know, it was a normal hike, but the whole experience of the seaplane and, you know, inaccessibility of the island, like it's super difficult to really get there, but I got there super easy. Second is Pinnacles, just because it's just really, really definitely a hidden gem. The hike was so diverse with caves and bouldering and climbing a mountain and all that stuff. Yeah, and then water features and waterfalls. And then the third is Channel Islands, again because of the whole experience. And the fact that there was only like 6 of us on the whole island that went to Prisoner's Cove. Sorry, my nose is stuffy right now. Anyway, so I'm at the top. I'm gonna go to the ridge. The parking lot's right up here. And I'm just trying to find, stay on established trails or step on bedrock. Yeah, so the whole trail is bedrock. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, so you have to go up these steps and then there's the Cadillac Mountain Ridge. Now there is a back trail, which I think I'm actually probably gonna do. It's only another mile or so. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to see how far that is. And that kind of circles around and kind of goes to another mountain and down. But yeah, thankfully not windy. It's so windy. She lost her hat. He's gonna, watch your sunglasses. They're going to fall off too. It's like everyone up here is just scratching their heads with their car keys. They're like, we're so confused right now. Alright, so I'm here. There is a gift shop, and there is a mountain. This is fun actually. Actually, this is kind of cool. So this is the whole national park right here. It's just kind of a bunch of islands, or one big island with a bunch of inlets. Okay, we have Civilization, the Cadillac Mountain Eco Store at the baby elevation of 1,500 feet. All right. Okay, so I was confused because everyone parked up here has a little receipt or some sort of QR code. And this is the Cadillac Road that I have the reservation for at 5 o'clock. So I don't actually need to use that because I hiked up here. So I would recommend just park on the street at the bottom instead of taking the scenic road. And then I'm going to go to the Beehive hike. So that's good. So I don't have to stick around till 5 o'clock, which is fantastic because there's not a lot to see up here. Okay, so I got a t-shirt, I got 2 magnets, and I got a candy bar for Harriet and a little sachet, which is really cute. Let me show you. It's in my pocket here. A little little scented sachet. Try not to drop everything. Smells really good. So I'll put that on my dashboard, or actually I'll put it near my running shoes. I had to do a deep clean of the van, starting to get that lived-in smell. So you know, but no, it's actually fine. It's just you know, there's a lot of dust and stuff. I need to do all that anyway. But okay. So let me continue on. I'm going to hike down. So I hiked up here 2.4 miles, and now I'm going to go hike down the other ends. All right, so this is the viewpoint, and I actually like it. I love this whole, like, everyone's all kind of miserable. I'm just loving this. But yeah, so I'm going to go hike down. It's going to be very, very slippery going down and very windy. But let me go up here to the top. Okay, so I was going to bug out on the road, but the Cadillac road loops around. It'll be probably twice as long to walk down the road and probably just as slippery. So now I'm on the detour, which is lovely. Thankfully, I have waterproof hiking boots so I can walk in the puddles and my feet are solidly dry. Oh my God, that was horrible. I fell like 7 times, like just slipped backwards. But I'm an ice skater, so I know how to fall without breaking my hands. But yeah, all those people going up wearing running shoes, like no. Even the grippiest of grippy shoes, my Salomons, are nothing against the sandstone or whatever rock it is that's up there. It's really slippery. It's basically the moss that's on it that is what's making it slippery. So the detour is good. Maybe that's why they closed the stairs, because people were probably just slipping down them. Yeah, this is a detour here. Thank you, detour, even though it's still muddy and slippery. So once I get past this bit, it's really not that difficult after that. It's all stepping stones and water. So I'll just hike through the puddles. And I don't think I'll do the beehive hike. I'll drive over there. I'll drive through the park since it's raining, and go check out the other side. And I think I'm just going to head on my way and just explore the area, you know, on my way down through Maine. I might go into Bangor. I don't know. There's lots of stuff to do on a rainy day on a Sunday, I'm sure. Maybe not. I don't know what's closed today. But yeah, so I think that's what I'll do. I would like to do laundry, actually, and I would like to take a shower, and I would like to Zoom with Harriet. So I think that's what I'll do the rest of today. It is 11:43, so it took me a really long time, almost an hour to get here from the top. And I'm not even halfway. I'm only 4 miles in, so I've got still probably, well, the whole trail on all trails is 4.2 miles, and I'm already 4 miles in because I got lost at the top. I didn't know how to, oh, there's a ladder. I didn't know how to get out of the top area. It kept sending me in circles with all these little rope areas. So now I'm on steps, which is super dangerous. Yeah, so hiking up those, people are probably slipping down. So I'm just going to go very slowly and hold on to trees. And I have my gloves on. These are just my driving gloves. I don't know where my hiking gloves went. Again, things get lost in my van. So I'm just going to hike sideways down like a crab. And very fitting for Maine. I would like some lobster, actually. I'll treat myself to a lobster platter. Yeah, so luckily these steps are kind of like leaning back toward me, so they're not leaning forward. So the chance of me slipping forward is pretty slim. Although I'm probably going to fall again, like I did at the very, like literally 4 feet into the hike, I fell over. But yeah, I've slipped backwards a couple times up there. But this should be fine. This is the detour. Oh, you know what? It's not here. Let me go back up. Okay, so these were the steps that people should take, but the detour goes this way. Somebody broke this off, jerks. Yeah, don't go down these steps. I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't look familiar at all. So yeah, go through the mud and use your grippy shoes and use your gloves and 3 points of contact. And actually, hiking poles wouldn't do you any good on the slippy bits because there's nothing to ram your hiking pole into for stability. You're just going to slip with 4 points of contact instead of 2 points of contact on your legs. So I don't ever use hiking poles. I did find a pair that nobody wanted, like nobody claimed. So the ranger was like, just keep them. I was like, okay. And I only used them one time at Rainier, as you can see. But I didn't really use them. I mean, they weren't very helpful for me. My upper body doesn't work very well in terms of grip and my arms and my hands, and I still have recovery from the hand surgery. So having to hold on to something except my phone constantly during a hike is actually going to be more painful than if I, if I had the hiking poles. There's also ropes here to help you, which is great. They need to reinforce this a little better. I mean, they have some cable chains at the top just to tell people where to go at the viewpoint because it is the top of the Cadillac road. But they definitely need a little bit more reinforcements on that big, first 3/4 of a mile at the top, going down to the detour. Okay, now we're back in the forest with more humans that survived the apocalypse. All right, it is clearing up, so I may stick around until 5, since the road isn't really that, it's not really that long. It's probably just a little bit further than what I've hiked. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to slip down the rocks that I slipped up. How the hell do you slip up rocks? I'm a dumbass. Anyway, okay, we're done. That took me 3 hours to go 4 miles. That was a trek. Okay, so you don't have to climb up these rocks. You can just go on this little path here. There's Prue. There's my girl. So now I'm gonna drive to the other side of the park. I don't know if I will do the beehive hike. I will go check it out. If it's the same terrain as this, I will skip it because I'm done slipping and sliding around. My shoes are wet, but my feet are dry. And I'm just gonna barrel down the side here. I'm just gonna check out the park. I would like to look up what there is to do in this area. I feel kind of like being a Sunday tourist today. So, would like some clam chowder as well. Okay, we are done. That was great. That was epic. Okay, this is the entrance station. So this also is where the Cadillac Mountain Road is, and then Bar Harbor. So I want to go over to Bar Harbor. I'm on a one-way road, by the way. So I'm going to figure out, I'm going to go into the park. If I have to come back around, which I do anyway, I'll go ahead and do that. So yeah, so let me get my pass out and went through 12.2 tunnel and it was fine.
Okay.
So less, like 12.2 is more higher than this van.
Okay. Yeah, because there's one that's 10.4.
No.
That's just an exit.
No, I'm not gonna fit.
Okay, so well, it's on. You're good for the next few miles, and there's an exit before. I'll give you. Do you have a map already?
I have nothing. I just came in. Yeah.
Okay. Here, let me just do that. And then, okay, so there's.
Yeah, I did the Cadillac hike already. I do have I have one of those, but it melt. I live in Texas. It melts.
Oh, do you have one another?
Yeah, I have that, but it's gonna melt on the front of my van. Like,
okay.
Yeah. It's
just make sure if you're out of the vehicle to display it. Then.
I have one already. I have two of them actually, but they keep melting when they're in, like literally. Yeah, I know I did the Cadillac mountain hike. I have the scenic road pass for 5 o'clock, but I already went up to the top of the mountain. I couldn't see anything. It was foggy.
Sure today,
it was like raining and windy, and I fell like 7 times. So,
oh, no.
yeah, I slipped because it was slippery.
Well, it's
so,
gonna be, all the granite.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's enough.
Okay.
This is just an RV one. I mean, just where we circled all the bridges.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. But this is my 20th national park in 3 months, and I think I have 5 more to go in the continental U.S., and I'm done with the ones in the lower 48. So I've never seen anyone actually mark up the map. Helpfully.
There's so many bridges.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I'm going to stay too long here. It's just because of the weather. But okay,
understandable.
That's funny. So so I was going to go to Jordan Pond, and then Beehive, but this is all one way.
Yeah. Well, the next 7.5 miles are.
Okay. Is there a way not to go under? Yeah, 11 feet. I'm too tall. 12 feet 9 inches is fine. 10 feet no. I'm not going down there. I'm not going to Steel Harbor.
Yeah, so those are the ones. Yeah, the Steel Harbor is the exit. That's only 10.4. So the 11-foot, whatever it is, 8. Is it 8 inches?
11 foot 8 probably. I'm probably very close. Yeah.
Yeah. So in 3 miles from here, you can exit.
Okay.
So yeah, you're going to want to exit there though, just because the next is that bridge basically, where you won't be able to exit prior to that.
So did I already go into this one?
I don't. Depending on when you got it.
I just came in from the Cadillac. I just drove on the Cadillac road, like from the Cadillac hike. I don't know the name. Like
the one that's Cadillac North Ridge.
Yeah, the North Ridge.
Okay.
So that trailhead, I just parked on the road with the lay-by, and I just went under a bridge. That was 12.2. So I think that was that one. So
yeah, so that's 12.2. Yeah.
This is a fee station. That's where we are now.
Yep, exactly.
So I was going to go to Jordan Pond. Where can I exit?
Well, before Jordan Pond, you mean?
No, I wanted to go to Jordan Pond.
Well, you'll have to go under that 11-foot bridge, basically.
Oh, okay. So to exit, I get back on this 3.
Exactly.
Okay, and then go back, and then it's 2-way street here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can also go the Route 3 towards it, but that'll be through that Steel Harbor one.
Oh, but there's a museum up there. Okay, so I'm gonna loop around and come back up here, and then just hang out here. That's fine for me to do. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to go to the Sturdivant area, that's a good area to go to.
Okay, then I can go out.
I'd also be careful with Beehive if you slipped on Cadillac.
No, I'm not doing any more hiking. It took me 3 hours to do that 4-mile hike. So
I figured,
yeah, it was
I wanted to be careful because a lot of people, Beehive's one of the most popular hikes, and I just never recommend it when it's slippery.
I actually have a spine disability, so I do adventure research for disabled veterans. So do you have an accessibility guide by chance?
No, I don't.
You don't
have one at the visitor center. I don't know if you visited there yet.
Just the one at the top of the mountain.
Okay, so yeah, there's the Halls Cove Visitor Center. That's like where all the main interpretation team is.
Oh, okay.
And they'll probably have something like that.
Is that where I'm headed if I go to Sierra Dumont? Yeah.
No,
or is that somewhere else?
Exactly, yeah, you'll see the...
Oh, the Halls Cove Visitor Center?
Yeah, it's like a spur off of the actual road.
Okay.
But
this is fun because it's like this is actually super helpful. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you're in that one especially, yeah.
I had no idea. Yeah, I'll let my group know that you guys actually mark up the maps. So, okay, so I'll just do that thing. I'll just go down to Jordan Pond, get back on the 3, and go to Sierra Dumont, and then, yeah, I wanted to go to the museum there anyway. So.
Okay. Well, I also recommend it's not really a hike, but Ocean Path.
Oh, okay.
It's that's just where Sand Beach starts, basically the Sand Beach parking lot.
Okay.
That's where the Ocean Path. It's just like a nice leisurely walk.
Oh yeah.
I mean, obviously, I don't know about the views today, like you said, but at least.
Yeah, this is my kind of weather, so.
Oh no, I like it too. I'm from Florida. I know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I live in Houston. We don't have anything like we have canyons, we have high desert, low desert, swamps, all that stuff. But it's like the Great Lone Star Migration is when it's between 82 and 110 degrees Fahrenheit. So we all leave. Yeah. So we all go north. So all right, cool. Okay, well thank you. I'll check this out. All right, thanks. Did I get everything back? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. So they actually marked up the map with all the tunnels and they put the height on it. So I cannot do a loop of Acadia National Park because I will only fit under one bridge that's 12.2. So the 11.8 is cutting it close. I don't think my van is going to go under there. So I'm actually just going to go down to Sand Beach and then get on the 3 before I get onto the, oh, they have horse riding. I can't even get to the horse riding, so I have to go onto the 11-foot bridge. That's really funny. That's really nice that they have an RV version. So they gave me a regular map version and an RV map version. So I'm going to put this on the on my Facebook group and help people out. The bus behind me, oh, that's the actual, well, that's that's taller than me. That's the shuttle. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to go to Sand Beach. Oh, that's my next one. So I'll go to Sand Beach, and yeah, this Sprinter that's coming up on the side here, you won't see it because my camera's pointing this way. They're like 14, 15 feet high. Okay, so Sand Beach is probably busy. No buses, trailers, or RVs. Well, that's nothing I am. All right, I'm gonna go down here, and then I think I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm just gonna go to the museum and everything, and then just kind of get out. So it is getting busy, it's clearing up, but yeah, that car is super nice. He's like, yeah, I'm from Florida. I was like, yeah, the Great Migration north. So I got a parking space right here at Sand Beach, but I'm tired. I gotta go. Anyway, at least my van doesn't smell like a stinky solo hiker anymore. Yeah, my little rubber chicken and Freddy over here don't really smell like anything anymore. Anyway, so yeah, there's a parking space right here if I want to take it, and I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna actually, I want to go get some lunch, so, or an early dinner at least. So I'm gonna get out of here and just keep going. Yeah, it is packed down here. There's way too many people for me. That's pretty though. Although, people don't know how to drive. There's all these like everything slippery sign. So, yeah, it's a pretty beach because it's all like cold and harsh with the rocks, which is, as I've said many times, my favorite type of beach. But once I've been to Isle Royale, every beach is not as pretty. I'm just kidding. I just parked for a minute. So I definitely recommend going a bit further down the one-way road past the crowds, because the beach looks the same the whole way down. So you've seen one rock, you've seen them all. And actually you can do the whole hike along the coast, which is quite nice, but I'm actually quite tired right now. There are crosswalks. This is one-way, 2-lane road. You can park on the right lane if it doesn't say prohibited. And definitely an accessible, oh, there's poison ivy. Definitely an accessible trail. Watch out for poison ivy. And yeah, that's it. So this is it. And it looks this way the entire way. So no reason to park all the way down with the crowds. All right, I'm gonna keep going before I step in a big old bunch of poison frickin' ivy. Okay, now I'm at the bottom of the park, and I'm going to go this way a little bit further to experience as much of the park as I can, and then go on to the Otter Creek Road. I don't want to cut through. This guy over here was not helpful whatsoever. He just threw the map back at me. Somehow I missed the road. There should be an exit. Oh shit, I'm at the 11.8. I might fit, we'll see. Let's see. This is fucking terrifying. Okay, so I do fit under 11'8". That means a 12'2". Well, I guess I missed Route 3. I guess I'm going through the whole park now. I am at Jordan Pond and it's very busy, so I'm gonna turn around and go back to the gift shop and restaurant. And then I missed the road to go up to the museum, so I'm gonna see if I can get back there without having to go through the entire scenic road. These are the Wild Gardens of Acadia. There's a nature center over here, and there's also a museum, which I think is also in this area. I'm not entirely sure. It's all like lush and overgrown. Okay, so the museum, the Abbey Museum, is closed here for a few years. It's actually been moved to Bar Harbor. So I'm gonna head into Bar Harbor. It's about 2:30. I don't know, it's almost 3 o'clock. So I'm gonna head in, and then I'm gonna start heading off the island down through Maine toward the rest area and just kind of like park up there. All right, I'm in Bar Harbor. There's zero parking and there's There's people crossing. The food smells good, but I think I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, they're fish and chips. All right, yeah, I think I'm just gonna get out of this area. It's just way too small for Prudence. She's a large girl in comparison, so glad I have a compact van though, even though she's high roof. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna head toward, just head south. Just start going toward the rest area and find some place in town. Ooh, chocolate. This is actually really pretty. Way too crowded today though. It's a Sunday and the weather is nice. This is beautiful though. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I have the whole day tomorrow to find a lobster. So, yeah, I'm not gonna hang out here. I have a 2 or 3 hour drive to the rest area, so I'm just gonna get going. I do want to find a town on the way, do laundry, and just roll into the rest area when it's dark. Now I'm in a horrendous rainstorm, and everybody just parks on the side of the road and has their hazards on. In Texas, we just push on through with our hazards on. This is crazy, so I'm just going to go a little bit further and just then check the radar when I just pull over safely or get off the freeway. I'm not going to park on the side of the freeway. Alright, it looks like I'm out of the worst of it. The lightning is pretty intense here. Might be a little bit extra rain coming up. But yeah, if you want to do van life, take a geology class on rocks, learn how to read the weather, learn how to read a blood test, learn how to change your tire and check all the fluids and oil and everything. Just the basics. It's not about how do I make money in van life. No, learn how to stay alive on the road. So learn the stopping distance of your vehicle. That's a major one. And learn the stopping distances of every other kind of vehicle, because mine's about a 65-foot stopping distance. So from the point that I, gently press the brakes, I don't slam the brakes on, but gently press the brakes to the time where I come to a full stop is scientifically about 65 feet. Learn the turning circle of your vehicle. So I used to work for Honda, Acura, Toyota, and Nissan. So I used to work on sales training programs for Acura and Honda. So I would create these like training programs, safety and training programs for each of the vehicles. And I worked on 9 different vehicles when I was at this agency. And so here's some screen grabs of the kind of stuff that I did. So we would teach the salespeople about how to deliver the vehicle, how to sell the vehicle, and talk about the specs and all that stuff, and also the safety videos as well we created. It was really fun. We got to take the cars apart and do the photography, and it was all top secret, up until the release of these videos. But I tell you, it's like learn the basic science of your vehicle, because although it may have a cute name like Prudence or Jennifer Vaniston or Vanna White or Van Halen or whatever you call your van, okay? There's lightning. Learn the science of your vehicle, otherwise you will die. And that lightning is right above me. Okay, this is $1 cash. I don't have any cash. Actually, I only have coins. And then we have the toll plaza and the service center. And I want to go to the service plaza, get toll receipt. Okay.